Hey guys, it's Wednesday morning here in the Philippines, so it is time for us to do our chase car unboxing. And as promised, this one is going to have a Halloween theme to it. And the highlighted show, I guess I would say, is Supernatural. Because we're unboxing the greenie of the iconic four-door 67 Chevy Impala. But I brought back the Chevelle that we just looked at the other week, and then the Charger greenie and the regular variant of it, and then the Challenger from the show. So before we get into unboxing stuff, let's take a look at some of these cars that we haven't seen for a while. So this one, I think I've showed you before in my Charger video for like the second gen Charger 68 to 70 video. Not sure who drove this in the series. Not sure how often this made an appearance, if it was a one-time deal or what it was. But nicely done 70 RT from Greenlight. And black with the white tail stripe, beige interior. And pretty much, I guess, exactly like the car in the show, I would say. But I'm not 100% sure on that because I never seen this in the show, to be honest. I didn't follow the show a lot, but I did watch some of the episodes, but I never noticed this one. Here's the greenie variant of that car. They did the green paint and green wheels, which looks pretty cool. Could have done without the green wheels and just the green paint, but hey, the green wheels are not bad. I mean, it's a chase car, so it's not supposed to look like your regular run car, so not too bad, but the green paint would have been sufficient. And this would have been in the regular mix. You could see the number is kind of high, so this would have been in the regular mix of stuff. Meaning they wouldn't have had like a separate numbered chase series like they do with some. So, because we know they did not make 3,685 greenies. They probably made a few hundred of them, though. This one is not as rare as, like, what they used to be. I know when they first launched Greenlight, the greenies were pretty rare. Nowadays, I think they're a little more common than what they used to be. So, nicely done car. And then the Chevelle greenie we just looked at last week in our Chevelle tribute chase vehicles. And this one I do remember that guy Bobby, I think is his name, drove this car. And this is pretty much exactly like how his Chevelle looked. I also remember his Roadrunner in the show. And that car actually Greenlight makes too. It's in a box set for the show. But yeah, the Chevelle's nicely done. As I said, I don't even have the regular variant of this. I found the greenie before I found the regular. But the greenie is almost the same because the original one has a dull green paint. So it's not much of a difference on this one. But yeah, nicely done car. Nice details. Greenlight does pretty good with these, I guess I would say second generation Chevelles. To me, I call them third gens, but it's probably second gen to most people. So then, last but not least, before we get to the unboxing, is the Challenger. And once again, I don't remember this car from the show, and I don't remember who drove it. The primer door, the rust spots and such, it looks pretty cool. Gives it that patinaed look, but I think the paint's a little too shiny on it. I don't think it would have been this shiny, but that's the only thing I think it's lacking on it. Could have used to have been a little bit duller, I think. So, pretty cool, though. This one, still would like to find a greenie of this, because this is a greenie that it's green paint car, which would be a cool one to have. Still lacking the box set that I was telling you about, and then the VW bus. Then there is a Ford Crown Vic police car, and then there is a Mustang Fastback. I think like a 67 or 68 Mustang Fastback that they made for this series. Now, the most iconic is the one I just picked up. This is the one that everybody knows. The 1967 Chevy Impala Sport Sedan. And it's sport sedan because it's a hardtop. There's no center post. There's no frame around the door. So yeah, that's why they call it a sports sedan. I would just four-door hardtop in my lingo, but hey. Anyways, this is the car that you see in the show almost every single episode. So this one is the most iconic one that Sam and Dean drive. So let's get the regular variant out and look at him up close. And on the back of the package, really nothing special. It just shows you Supernatural joined the hunt. Shows you Sam, Dean, and then the other guy, I forget his name, but he was supposed to be like a fallen angel or something like that. As I said, I'm not a huge follower of the show. It is a cool show. Did see some episodes, but not a lot of them. But yeah, nothing really special. Just shows you the picture of those guys and then Greenlight's website, and that's about it, and their copyright materials. So let's get him out and take a look at him. So there is the Impala up close and personal. They did good replicating the saw blade wheels, is what we used to call them in the 90s. There used to be like one of the cheaper wheels that you would put on your like hot rod or something. But they look good on this car. I would have stuck with stock rallies if I was those guys, but hey, that's my own personal preference. But to make this look like the car from Supernatural, they did pretty good. Opening hood, I believe. Well, yeah, there we go. So, detailed engine. Overall, the body lines and everything on this car are perfect. Tail lights nice. Diecast on diecast. Really cool car. And as I said, it's a must-have, like, for Supernatural show. It's not, like I said, my favorite show, but I did like it, and I do like the cars, that's for sure. So, next one up is the greeny variant of this car, which is really cool because it's just an emerald candy green 67 Chevy Impala Sports Sedan. No green wheels, no green base, no green tires. It just looks like a candy green 67 Impala. This would actually look good with a set of like gold wire spoke wheels on it. It would look really good, like a lowrider. So let's get this one out and put him next to the regular variant. So there we go. And as I said, it looks really good in this green color. Love the Greenlight Green Machine green. I know somebody commented on one of the videos before that they found these things, the green machines, are hideous and they don't know why people collect them. And, you know, in some manners I do agree with that person, especially like with just the green wheels and green base. I mean, to be honest with you, I would rather have the regular variant in some cases. I did collect a bunch of them. I have them. I'm probably going to keep them forever. But nowadays, I will not buy green wheel, green base greenies. Green body, that's it. And if it has some kind of other corresponding greeny feature, great. Like green wheels, green base, but it must have the green body. I'm not buying any raw green machines. It just seems like a cheap cop-out by the manufacturer to not paint the car. It just, because everything else is the same, they just didn't put paint on it. So that's my opinion. So this is number 28. This one was labeled or numbered separately than the regular run cars, because as you can see, 1836, number 28 from the Greenie run. So there you go. There is our Supernatural tribute. But now we're going to move on to something that's really not Halloween focused, kind of trying to keep the Halloween theme going. So once again, calling these guys monster trucks. But they're really not monster trucks. They are lifted K10, well, these are K2500s, GMCs. This one is from the trade show exclusive, Greenlight Collectibles trade show exclusive, 1981 GMC K2500. Has all the livery on the side to show Greenlight, the Toy Fair, and other like side sponsors and such things like this. The colors for that show were green and white, hence the white wheels and the green and white two-tone paint. So pretty cool. And then on the back, it just basically tells you about other toy fairs. The one in Hong Kong, the one in Nuremberg, and then New York. So that's where you could have probably found these. So anyways, let's get him out and get a better look at him. Because this actually has some kind of, I guess you could say, corresponding thing to the Fall Guy truck. I guess this is like, I don't know, something that was introducing the Fall Guy. That was supposed to be their reason for building or making this lifted long wheelbase K2500, because if you see on the hood, it even has the Fall Guy emblem, but with a different center, with just a helmet and sunglasses. Greenlight Stuntman Association. So that's pretty cool. I didn't notice that until the other day when I unboxed this. It has the vanity plate that just says 2020. So pretty cool truck. And as I said, it's just kind of one of those, I guess you could say, like, tribute things for the show, like some kind of show exclusive, like your program cars you get from the races whenever you go to like a NASCAR race, something like that. That's what I would kind of call this. It's just like an event car. So it's pretty cool to have, though. I mean, it's not like you can find them everywhere, although I'm not 100% sure on that. That may not be the case. They may be actually at Hobby Lobby, and you may be able to find them everywhere. I'm not 100% sure on that. I just found them here at a hobby shop. So, trying to move those around so we got room for the trucks. So, next one on the agenda is the Miho exclusive BFGoodwrench truck. So, this one's a 1982 GMC K2500, and I'm not sure on the differences between an 81 to 82. I'm going to say it's very, very faint, maybe in the grille, and that would be about it. Maybe tail lights, but I even doubt that. I think it would just be the grille. And since these have the brush guard on the front of them, it's very hard to even see what the details of the grills are. So, this one on the back of the package really does not say anything. Just Miho exclusive, BFGoodwrench, and Greenlight's website, and then the addresses and copyright materials. And that is it. So, let's get him out and get a better look at him. So here we go. And this is pretty nicely done. It looks like an off-road, like, of a racing truck, just with this BFGoodwrench sponsorship on the door, and then the red flag, like checkered flag on the bed. Reminds me of like an off-road, like Baja type truck. So it looks pretty cool. It's very suiting and just looks really good. It looks like an off-road BFGoodwrench sponsored truck. So they did a great job with this one. And all of these, the wheels are rolling pretty good. They're not bent too bad. They actually, you can see a little wobble there on the front one. Like the Fall Guy one I opened, though, it was pretty bad. But still displays nicely. And as you can see, it's just basically plastic insert, not even inserts, plastic extensions on the base. You can see it's still a two-wheel drive chassis. There's your rear end way down there, but they put another plastic piece up here that kind of extends it. And that is it. So you can even see, like in the front, it's really not a four-wheel drive chassis. It's just extended two-wheel drive chassis. So anyways, but still nicely done, cost effective that way. One base does numerous things, so not a bad idea. Definitely not durable though, definitely not something you want your kids playing with, but for the collector, hey, it's great. Unless they roll off your shelf, and then it may not be so great. I had that happen with one of my monster trucks, my USA 1. It rolled off the shelf, and actually the whole chassis separated from the body, and it was kind of not a big deal because it glued back on easily, but it just shows you how fragile these cars really are. So, last but not least is the Golf Miho exclusive, and I know a lot of people really dug this truck. I don't personally. I don't think it looks that great. But that's my own personal opinion. I just wanted some of these trucks with the livery on it of Golf, BFGoodwrench, and the toy show, so I ordered all of them together. I tried to get the Auto World ones, but I missed out on the Auto World, what was it? I think it was Golf, and then I did happen to get lucky enough to order the Sunoco, but will it come in? I don't know. Sometimes the pre-orders we make here are very, very unreliable with the sources that we have. So, unfortunately, some of the stuff I do pre-order never shows up. But anyways, this one did show up, and as I said, it's cool because it has the golf theme to it, so if you're a golf collector, this is a must-have, definitely. For the square body collector, though, I mean, it's cool, but it's, I don't know, a little bit too much with the orange wheels and everything like that, but it's not bad. So anyways, once again, a 1982 GMC K2500. Back of the package says nothing but big golf emblem, Miho exclusives. Once again, Greenlight's website, some licensing and addresses and things like that. So, let's get him out and look at him. And these are limited. I forgot to show you that on the BFG. This is one of 2,700. There were 250 chase pieces made. The BFG was limited to also 2,750 with 250 chase pieces. I had the opportunity to get the raw chase of this, but I turned it down just because, as I said, it's just, to me, a cheap cop-out for the manufacturer. They're not doing anything special. All they're doing is not putting paint on the car. So to me, it's not even worth getting them anymore. So, same thing with the Golf. I don't know if the Golf one was available here. I wasn't even really interested in it. But the BFG, I was really interested in. If it would have had green paint, it would have looked awesome. It would have been like a Christmas vehicle with the red livery, flag, and hood stripe with the BFG. It would have looked great. So, here is your Golf truck. And as I said, it looks cool if it was racing off-road, like against the BFGoodwrench in the Baja Desert or something like that, or in the mountains, in the Appalachians somewhere. It would look suiting for like a race-sponsored truck. But just for me, I'm not used to seeing like a square body done up like this. Usually they are done in a more conservative fashion, but this is cool for the golf collector, as I said. You have your orange brush guard, orange wheels, orange roll bar, all of the common livery, golf orange stripe, golf emblem on the hood, the light baby blue I call it, and then even some small co-sponsored decals on the bottom of the door. Inside the bed, it's kind of cool too. It feels almost like rough, like flat, like it's Rhino liner or something in the bed. So that's kind of a cool feature. But yeah, this one also, I have no complaints about the wheels and tires on this. I didn't check the Toy Fair one. Somewhat of bent axles, but they're not rubbing. I've had some people tell me that when they got theirs, the tires were actually rubbing the bed, where the plastic that they attached to the base in the factory was misaligned, causing the wheels to rub the bed. So that's unfortunate. And a lot of people will never know because they're not openers. So that's, fine. If you're a carded person, they look great in the package. Now, if you're an opener and you move them around and such, then it's more of an issue. If they don't roll, or if they rub, or if the car is setting like kind of cockeyed because of the misaligned chassis and stuff. So that's why I'm kind of more of a critic, because I have it out of the package and I can see this. And guys, also, like, I will comment on some people's videos sometimes, and you guys all have great collections. Whenever I say something about a casting, it's about the casting, not your collection. So please don't take it so personal. If I do comment and say anything about, like, this car has horrible lines and such, I'm just telling you, the car's got horrible lines. It looks nothing like the real car. And then, if you want to know why, I'll tell you why I think it has horrible lines, and then I will even refer you to a casting that does a great job representing the vehicle. So that, just keep in mind, I'm not making fun of your collection, and most guys don't take it personal, but I ran into a couple of oversensitive people here that don't really take kindly to constructive criticism about the casting itself. So anyways, that's all I do here. I criticize Diecast. As you can see, I criticize my own Diecast, so it's nothing against your collection. So anyways, guys, with all this being said, this is our second installment for Halloween, and our third will be coming up this Saturday, and it is full of Halloween vehicles, like movie cars from horror movies, hearses, and other things like this. No more fake monsters like these guys here. I just was using that to kind of add more appeal to the video and stuff, but that's the only time we're doing this, like saying they're monster trucks. In other hand, they're just lifted K-Series GMCs. But anyways, so make sure you tune back in for it. That's our kind of highlight for the week for Halloween, and it will be exactly on Halloween, so it works out perfect. So guys, if you have not subscribed yet, please remember to do so. Please give me a thumbs up. Please share the video. Please tell your friends about my channel. And if you have any comments, like suggestions, please leave them below. I answer everyone's comments. So thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your week.